game badly needs a remake.
They are, right?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Maybe, unless it turns out stupid. Like if they somehow make it stupid.
I don't know if it was that smart to begin with.
I don't know.
Sad chicken.
Chicken.
What is it? What's wrong?
There's a chicken.
Gabriel?
What?
I see it, Grace. Hold on.
There's no one in the shop, and I know there's no one in back. It's okay.
Okay. Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a
People
knife,
sometimes
maybe?
kill people.
No,
God,
it's
don't
sadder
get
to kill a
smart.
chicken.
We should call the police.
No. I'll take care of it.
I think you should probably call
But
the police.
Gabriel...
Well,
I said I'll take care of it.
Except for the fact that they
Why don't you
seem
go
pretty
get some
inept.
coffee? I'll have
Not
another
only
drink
that,
before you
but-
get back.
They know where you live now.
It's gonna be fine. Now go on.
remember that we gave Mosley
Are
evidence.
you sure you don't want to go home? I could close the shop today.
No. I'd rather keep busy. I'll be fine. At least that creepy guy is gone. Ugh. Not that they aren't still watching. Anyway, speaking of keeping busy, we got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on Rada drums.
Really? Great.
Mosley told us that, or intimated that we should keep the
Gabriel!
cops out of this.
I see it. Stay back.
It's just an envelope.
I can see that.
These are pretty tough puzzles here.
Gabe, I have to go underground with this thing. It runs wide and deep throughout the department and the city board. I'm already being watched. It was suggested I take vacation time, so I am. At least as far as they know. Try to keep out of this. It's too hot for a rookie. Just in case, I'm sending you my office key. You might find some
Because that won't be
useful things
suspicious.
That's
there.
fine.
P.S. I think this note will look great in the book, don't you? Make sure you save it.
We could just stroll into his office, right?
Yeah, totally. It's okay. We've got the key.
Here's the codes from the Rotodrum book. I don't know how. I guess if Gabriel read it, he could tell what those signs mean.
Times Picayune, dated the 23rd of June, 1993.
Tree.
Gabriel finds an article about St. Jean's Eve. It discusses the day's Catholic roots and its adoption by voodoo devotees. In the early to mid-1800s, St. Jean's Eve was celebrated with elaborate voodoo gatherings at Lake Pontchartrain, Bayou St. Jean, and other sites outside the city. These days, the day is commemorated commercially in some of the local shops, and a few churches still hold a St. Jean's Eve Mass. Despite his better judgment, Gabriel reads his horoscope. Today you will either die or your life will change forever.
Sure, why not? It is St. John's Eve. They'll be out tonight for sure. But where?
So we've already set it up so that that they will take the little coffin with them.
Are you gonna be okay here by yourself?
I'll be just fine. Just fix this, okay?
I'm trying, Gracie.
Look how well I cleaned that carpet.
Yeah, that actually is remarkably clean.
You can't see any chicken blood at all. I'm like a Martha Stewart. So we already, if we can find a tracking device, that's already taken care of. But we need to get into the general area because it's not like there's GPS. So we can use the Rotodrum book that we just got to go and stand by this drummer and decode his message. he doesn't notice that we're sitting there with a book decoding what he's saying, I guess.
Apparently not.
Anyway, I saw the screenshots from the remake of it. It looks, looks okay. Oh, we don't know the whole code. Yeah. We only know some subsets of things. Yeah, all of these phrases on this page start with an M, or what looks like an M, and all of this stuff is gibberish. I mean, or if it does mean something, we can't decipher it. Okay, that sign is call conclave. Okay, no problem. Tonight. Okay. We knew that because it's St. John's Eve.
Yeah.
And this sign will tell us where it is. And the newspaper just told us one of the possibilities was Bayou St. John.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. It's a good thing that the conclave isn't at the sea.
Yeah.
If I were a secret crime cartel, I would probably come up with a more sophisticated code than that.
Certainly one that's not published in a book.
Yes. The beignet seller has replaced the hot dog.
Beignets.
Yes. Gabriel still has no money, so he wouldn't be able to get a beignet.
No.
I've never had a beignet from anywhere except for Mimi's. Are they all like that?
I kind of doubt it.
I kind of doubt it too.
The ones on Treme look different.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
You got no business back there now. Move along.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Do so. Have a key.
Let's talk to the cop about Detective Mosley.
Got a second, officer? What can I do you for? I'm here to see Detective Mosley. We don't have a Detective Mosley here.
That's the stupidest
What?
thing.
I've seen him all week. Listen to what I'm saying. We don't have a Detective Mosley on the force.
Really?
About Detective Mosley.
Are you sure?
I told you, there's no Mosley here. Now get lost.
That's certainly peculiar.
Yep. Okay, so now we need a way of getting this is a adventure game puzzle.
Light a small fire.
It's not exactly a difficult puzzle. Look out the window. The drummer's not there. That we saw the beignet guy, and we know that guy's fat as hell. So get the damn beignet guy to go back to the police station. And why the hell wouldn't the beignet guy be by the police station?
Seriously.
I mean, I believe every stereotype about police officers, including that they eat donuts, which
I don't think I've ever gone to the Dunkin' Donuts near my office
Hello?
without there being at least
What
one
can I
police
do for
officer.
you,
Yeah.
sir?
some stereotypes exist for a reason.
What the heck are beignets, anyway?
Excuse me, are you
Deep-fried
from
sweet
here?
dough with powdered sugar on top. New Orleans donuts, sir.
Someone had to tell him that he used the money to
Say,
open
haven't
his
I seen you
store.
before?
I get around the French Quarter. Used to be at Royal and Conti.
You say you used to be at Royale and Conti?
That's right.
Okay.
Why'd you leave Royal and Conti?
Well, the guy who used to be here, the lucky dog guy,
Who literally would
he
not sell
was
us a
my
hot
cousin
dog.
Ralph.
Yeah.
He went off to college, see, and this spot came open. I thought Jackson Square'd be a better gig, you know? Tourists and all?
Is it?
Well, no, actually.
Why don't you go back there?
Do you think? I've been kind of torn. Must be the weather. These thick clouds we've had all week.
Yeah,
I'm just not seeing the crowds here that
I'm
I
sure that's the
expect.
reason.
Yeah.
I definitely think you should go back to Royal and Conti.
Really? I'm glad you think so. I always liked that beat, but I thought I ought to give this a shot.
Oh,
He is
absolutely.
easily swayed.
The grass is always greener.
Exactly.
You're right. I'm going back over there today.
I mean, that fat guy at the counter has got to eat a lot of beignets if you're parked right out front.
Yeah.
If it's so great, how come they don't have beignets everywhere here?
I don't know. Like in Hawaii, they have malasadas, and those are really good, but they don't have them here. Or California, really much.
So people here just won't eat that.
I
It's
don't
too
know.
exotic.
It's a beignet guy.
I guess.
He's back.
I mean, you would think
Where?
instead of opening several different chains of donuts.
I don't know.
This is almost identical to the scene we saw earlier. So they actually showed us this entire thing happen before. So it's not even really a puzzle. You just...
Grab me 3 or 4, would you?
Forget it, I'm broke.
Then why are you there trying to get beignets?
Well, she
You
has
stay
enough for
put.
her
I'll be back in a
beignets,
minute.
but not for his, too.
Alright, fine. Oh yeah, you can't just use the key on the door. You have to walk through this little door. I know. It's pretty arbitrary. I don't know what happens if you don't do it in time. Do they stay out there the whole time? Maybe they do.
I don't know.
I should check.
Just scarfing down beignets for like an hour. Oh, beignets.
Yep. Tracking device. Cops keep
This
tracking
tracker
devices.
might
in there.
come in handy.
Alright. Is that a microwave he's got there?
It does look like it.
Okay. So we've got the tracker and the... So they tell us that they used it to follow women.
How nice.
It's a different time. This is 1993.
Yeah, we were all cool with stalking. Why is
Hey,
it dark?
Get out of there, you.
No,
Oh.
I don't, it's just on this
Sorry,
computer. I don't
Just
know why
looking
it
for a
does that.
restroom.
Oh. Which is a plausible thing, because he's never been awake.
Yeah. Cops are a strange... Oh, so we want to go and put that tracking device in that little coffin, because we told them to bring the coffin, the Seki
Well,
modulate.
Dr. John.
We wrote that on the wall.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
And they're watching Gabriel, but they aren't watching carefully enough to know that he wrote a note on the wall of
They
Marie
just suck
Laveau's
at
tomb.
watching.
Yeah. They suck at watching, and they suck at picking codes.
Yeah.
They pick codes that are
What do you
published in
call it?
books.
A kubasa?
You, generally speaking, don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That made it really
Yeah.
loud.
You'd think he might look over.
Nope.
Can I assist you, Mr. Knight?
No.
Hmm? No, just looking.
What do they put in the little coffin?
I don't know.
Hey, Dr. John.
I
Okay.
hate to rush you, Mr. Knight, but I am afraid I must close the museum early this evening.
Oh, why?
This is St. John's Eve, and it's getting on towards dusk. I have things I must do.
Like voodoo rituals?
I see. No problem. I'll just...
Leave. Goodbye, Mr. Knight. May the spirits guard you well tonight.
Oh, we're finishing each other's sentences. Okay, tracker's there. The only thing we're missing is the sign of the snake. Crash told us that we
I knew you'd
we
miss
need
me.
to have that
So
sign
I
on
came
us for them to accept us.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
So how are we going to do that? This is the sketch that Gabriel made.
I guess we're gonna have Grace draw it on us.
He'll have to find someone to lend him an artistic hand.
Well, there's another human in this room.
Maybe it's Moonbeam. Yes, it's Grace. Oh my god, this scene is really bad.
Will you do me a favor?
If they change anything, they should change
What?
this scene.
Use your paints to copy this snake tattoo onto my chest.
Now, why on earth would you want me to do that?
Voodoo stuff. Why do you think?
I'm going to a party tonight. Costume, you know.
You don't say. I guess you're going with Malia.
Yeah, that's right.
And why should I help you out? We don't even like Malia.
You don't know Malia.
Well, if you're jealous about my feelings for her.
You know that's not it. I just think, as your friend, that she's trouble.
You
It's
have no
perfectly
basis for
understandable.
that.
I know you have certain feelings for me. Quite naturally.
Me? I would rather be hung by my hair over a bed of scorpions.
I know it must be hard having it in your face like this. No chance to avoid hearing about it, seeing it day by day.
Fine, I'll do it. Just shut up. Can we at least go in the back?
Sure, but could you say that one more time and pout your lips more?
Ugh.
That is the correct reaction.
Indeed.
What did I say?
What did you say?
What do you think, douchebag?
I can't think of anything.
All right, let's go. The shirt, please.
You don't know how long I've been waiting for this moment.
Now. Hold still.
Maybe you'd like to tie me up?
One more remark, and I'm leaving.
Okay.
If they do anything, I wonder whether they will re-record the...
It's just stunning.
Sorry I couldn't make it last longer.
Well, it was about what I expected from you.
Ha ha.
Hmm.
I don't know whether they will re-record the voices. I'm trying to think of some of the really high-profile remakes that I've seen. They remade the Monkey Island games, but those games didn't have voices to begin with.
I'm going out.
So I don't know what they'll do.
Good luck.
They should re-record the voice.
Yeah, they're not that great.
Unfortunately, I think they might get Tim Curry to do it again, because Tim Curry voiced Gabriel in the third game as well. So apparently Jane Jensen was happy with this performance. I don't really know why. I don't know that I ever thought he was a good choice for it. I liked the actor who plays him in the second game. Why not bring that guy? If you try walking around in this area without the tracker, I don't know if it's possible to find them.
Right. There's a blip. They must be here with the Seike Madule.
I kind of doubt it.
At least you don't, like, fall into a pit or something.
No, there's no unfair deaths.
It's not like a Sierra game.
Well, it is a Sierra game.
Oh, that's true, but it's not like a typical Sierra game in that respect.
Yes, it is. I think we've literally only encountered one instance where Gabriel could die so far, which was when the snake attacked us in the Voodoo Museum. I believe you can die if you don't push that light switch. And there are a couple other places where you can die, but there's only one that I ever had trouble with, and we haven't seen it yet. It's not an interface. The pointing and clicking is not a good interface for.
When in Rome.
Okay.
Well, we're putting on the animal mask. I mean, that's the
Here
thing.
goes nothing.
Oh, I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah. So now we're disguised. Of course, Dr. John knows exactly who we are.
And we're wearing the same pants.
Welcome, Brother Crocodile. Please join the other celebrants.
Yes, Dr. John. Brother Eagle.
But first, name the great serpent who crushes all in his coils.
Well, Damballa is the great snake.
Damballa.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Who is the destroyer of men?
Bankers. No.
Ogun
Badagry.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Enjoy yourself well tonight.
What are we doing?
Presumably we're killing a guy. Lots of topless women around here.
Cool.
One of them, is she tied to that post?
It does look that way, doesn't it?
This is very reminiscent of the ceremony in the comic book. So far, that topless woman in the middle there appears to be wearing a mask, and it's a leopard mask.
Ooh.
The snake around, the fur around her neck, carefully covering her breasts in the close-up. Just one little pixel is the nipple on each of those boobs. So clearly they intend to kill Gabriel. They know who he is, and Dr. John just hit him with some kind of dust. Yeah, we get it. Yes, it's the same as the dream.
Gabriel!
Oh my god, it's Malia.
Malia?
I know you now. I can smell his blood in your veins.
No.
You cannot change your destiny, or ours.
No.
I will find you. I will destroy you.
No, you won't. There's 4 more games.
No!
Aren't there?
2.
2. Oh, I thought there were 5. I don't know why.
Nope.
Where is your necklace now, witch hunter? Where are your pretty,
You
pretty
took it,
gems?
bitch.
Why does Tedalo have a southern accent?
You wouldn't think.
Tedalo was a slave from the West Indies in the late 1690s, right?
Mm.